What we do to make a Frenchcore kick on Vital, we open Vital. If not, it's not working so much. Um, so, for the people who might not know Vital, is going to be the plugin you're going to see in the screen. It's this plugin. For the people who just know Serum, it looks like just a free copy of Serum. I'm watching you while working on a track. Perfect, bro. Perfect, perfect. Well, I'm perfect good also. Like, yeah, I had a great day. So finishing the day with producing some music. So to make a Frenchcore kick, first we need to make a bit of a loop to have an idea about the kick. We're going to use a G as a note. And that's it. We put our tempo, our BPM to, well, 200 because say it's a cool average, this 200 BPM. We put it in a loop. Perfect. So first thing to do is to begin to make the kick with a simple wave, with a sine wave. So we are going to go on Vital and we are going to go on this wave. Now, second important thing to do is that we are going to, well, you're gonna see I'm going to show you a method. Any method is good at the moment, at the end it's only good, but my method is like I'm making a full kick just in Vital like this, and it's my bass. And after I'm going to redesign another attack, add another bass at the end to mix a bit, and after like paste everything, you're gonna see. But first we're going to make the full bass. To make the bass, I work in mono. So the super important thing to do is to put here in Vital the unison and the phase at 0%. As this, we are sure that we have a mono sine wave. And you can add, of course, more voices, because more voices, more bass, we are happier. It's life. To hear better the wave, I'm going to add the inside distortion of the plugin. Well, there is some difference, of course. We can play with the hard. The hard is not bad, actually. Let's begin with the hard. For the new beginners that might be here, what's a kick? Let me show you. Let's take one old kick that I made. Yeah, this one. It's a kick that I never use because I don't like it, and you're gonna see like the waves is not good, by the way, also. Well, but what's important to see is that, look, how a kick is made. A kick, basically, it's a bass, like a sine wave, like any wave that you want, any oscillator that you want, that is in an octave of a bass. But you're going to see here that, for example, here is the wave of the bass. So you can see like the distance between each repetition of the form is a bit larger than the beginning. The beginning, they are way more little, the spaces. So this is meaning in sound that as little of the repetitions, it's the period, the frequency. When the frequency of the wave is short like this, it means that the frequency is high. So if you look at this, it begins high and finish with low. So the first thing that we will want to do on this bass that we are creating. Oh, hey Masha. Yeah, I like your pro tip, Septum. Well, you know, I'm an old Fruity Loops FL Studio user, but I might say that for, I don't know, just for the printing and audio of the kicks or this kind of stuff, it's cool. I don't like Ableton, for example, for the piano roll. That for me, to my opinion, it's shit. FL Studio is better for this. But well, you as I say, you know, I want at the end it's only good. It's great. But yeah, it's a good tip. Like, listen to Septum. So as the frequency needs to begin to something high, what we're going to do is make the wave go high and go down. And by this, we are going to change the pitch. So to show you the example and make it simple, we are going to begin here at full maximum. And we are going to gently finishing on the low, that is at this stuff. I choose here on the LFO envelope, because if I let on trigger, it would down a loop. If you listen like this, for example, well, you will see after, but if I put this, for example, to the volume, you can hear that is making this to the volume. If I put, for example, more of this, it's doing this, the trigger is making a repetition of the LFO, but if I choose envelope, well, here's because the loop, but normally there I would just have the attack. But what I want to do it's to be on mode envelope and to choose my frequency in second to be more free to make my effects. After, what we need to do, like in Serum, it's to go in the metrics to choose your source, that is the LFO1, and we're going to choose here in global, normally, might be voice transpose and vital, might be even voice transpose. And what you're going to see is that when I'm going to go up, it's going to change something. Well, it's not voice transpose. I need to go back again on this for the moment. Why is this? Why do I not listen my stuff? Welcome. Well, I have no sound. Great. And I think you all know why. I know exactly why, because I turned the sound down. Logic. Okay. So let's go to the metrics and let's play with this. So it's not with this that I want. It's what I was thinking. The transpose. Ah, perfect. So what you're gonna see is that less Frenchcore and more all modern sound. Yeah, don't worry, Isaac. We'll go to the all modern song in another stream with Frenchcore bass. How are you, by the way? So when I am going to put this higher, like if I put it at 12, it means that the sound will begin at 1 octave and is going to finish low after half of a second, basically. If I change, well, me, I want an attack that is definitely more precise than this. So to be able to do this, I'm not going to go at 12, but I'm going to go, we can try at 24. Here you have some vibe of old school kick, you know, from hardcore. But me, for Frenchcore, I go way higher. Well, here is the first step basically of making like the base of your Frenchcore kick. What's a Frenchcore kick? What's a kick in general? It's a variation of the pitch of your sine wave. Now we are going to add more LFOs, more effects, more sound design, and you're going to see what it does. So let's begin to do the attack. The attack of the kick as a Frenchcore kick is, look at on this one. If you look at this, I have the attack here. That is this. This could go until here. This could be my first half of the kick. And I want to make it separately at the beginning of the bass that arrive here. So we are going to do the same in Vital in the plugin. We are going to want the attack to finish at the half of a measure. Hey Dutch Gamer, how are you, dude? Yeah, modern sounds are coming right here, and also with all modern sound. Let's make a mix of everything. Where I was, yeah. So the first thing we're going to do to help our work is to make finishing the volume of the attack to not be too much in fight with the bass that we're going to add after. And this, I'm going to put it at the volume here on the level of the wave. is going to make something like this. I choose the mode envelope that I forgot, and basically here I have my first stuff. The whole stream sine kind of low. Well, wait, look, we're going to do this, and normally could be great like this. No, I'm going to turn a bit more. Hopla, turn up the volume also. Hey Bobmans, how are you? Here it is. So here's my first bass. What I'm going to want to do with this, it's to make an effect with a filter. That is this filter. That is going to isolate the frequency that I'm going to make some distortion about it. Look. Well, it's Frenchcore. What we want is way more distortion and drive on the sound. Here it is. I can also play with the resonance. Here we got some hardcore old school sound. So let's. Okay. What I'm doing right now is that I'm looking for a frequency that I like, that I could play with the attack, and after we're going to play with the second LFO here. Here it is. We're going to put this at the minimum and put the LFO and see what it does to the resonance. You see, it's going to go there directly at the point I said. Yeah, let's make like an M-tempo Frenchcore kick. So here is how I'm going to play a bit the attack at the beginning. So like for the ones who arrive, just for the moment, I'm not making the whole kick, I'm doing it step by step. I think for the stream of tonight, I will show you how to make like a full kick in one wave, but after in other ones, I will show you how to sound design it, how to cut it, how to edit it, to make it sound different and even more powerful. So here's for the attack. We're going to make now a simple bass that you're going to see in the reverse. So for this on Vital you have different sound, but what's funny is that also you can edit a bit the sound that you want. Let's make something like this. Randomize, that's it. I don't know what it's going to make. Yeah. And here you see is the sound that making just this wave with all the effect that we already put before. So the effect of the pitching of the voice of the tune, and that's it. But for us, what is going to interest us in this session is to play the counter bass, to play this one. We are going also to play its mono, this one, to begin, for the bass. And I'm going to add, on this plugin Vital, you have many effects, like in Serum and everything. So we're going to play with some effects to change a bit the... At the moment I will... No. We can do something like it, a bit robotic to begin, to try to see and play with it. So here what is good done the both together. Yeah, now what we're going to do, it's in the effect to add a compressor, an OTT, a multi-band compressor. Here's the first stuff, and second stuff interesting is on the first filter, it's to add also your second oscillator. As this, the sounds are going to play together. Perfect. Now what we're going to want to do is that this blip blip that we have here, we just want it on the attack. We want the bass that is going to come after to really like enter in the sound and make your Frenchcore kick powerful. So for this, I put the bass, the mix of the filter at minimum, and I'm going to reuse the first LFO I've used for the attack, as they have the same duration and everything, and he's making something like this. And now what we can do is also playing with some effects. We can also play by moving the frequency. Here it is. We can change also the waves, like to see what there is in the Vital, like directly for free. Not bad like this. Not bad. And after, of course, we can play with the effect that we already have. Here it is, for an example. So here's what you can do for a bass, for example, with Vital. Now what we're going to do is to add some interesting stuff. Like something, well, we could try to play now. Let's do at the end something fully free. We're going to use the saturator, the distortion of Ableton directly, and you're gonna see. We can play with the drive and everything. Okay, so let's see what we can do with this. And of course we can change this. We're going. I think now we have something cool like this to begin. What we're going to do now, it's adding an audio track, and to print what we've just done here. Oh. So here is what our kick looks like for the moment. It's this. Oh, and yeah, I was thinking, what do you think also about the idea? As the first two ones, I'm going to put the replay when I will have some time on YouTube, and I will put for free download the kick we are making tonight, of course. So here we can make a bit. Oh, let's make a bit of editing. I think at 8:30 I will stop the live. So we have 20 minutes like to edit a bit fastly the kick and show what it does and how we can make it sound a bit more professional. I'm going to add more audio stuff here. I'm going to cut this part and to put it here. So here we have this. Me, I'm going to want to change this attack and make it more distorted. Hey Toxin, what's up dude? Making some Frenchcore kick tonight. So we're going to make some pip kips, yeah! No, we're gonna try to make something cool. We are going to play with equalization to find the frequency that we like, for example this. And we're going to play again with the saturator. Let's make it fully free. Yeah, something like this. Let's go pip kips. And we're going to finish the chain of audio effects, like to remove the bass of this attack, because we don't want the bass at all. We just want the peep. Do you think we should make t-shirt with it? We just want the peep. Let's do something like this. So for the moment, let's make a group with all of this. So we're just going to listen to the audio part now. And now if we play a bit with this. We're gonna want to make it more powerful on the high, look. The precision of the attack or the kick, like any genre mixed, it's always on the high frequency. If you don't have this precision of your attack, even if your kick has a lot of bass, it's not going to have so much impact, because the high frequency is here like to bring precision and impact to your kick. We're going to move a bit this also. So here, for example, if we quit a bit this, we have this attack. You see that here, the attack on the first one is not super precise, but here all stuff is bringing more precision and more impact to the bass. You see? Here we are. So now with everything, we have this. Now what I like to do, and that is important to do, it's on this channel group, we are going of course to add an equalization, but before we're going to use what I use in Ableton, that is the glue compressor that you can find in any software at the end. But basically what's going to do, I say that when the sound is kicking in, and I want like all the sounds to be together at the same level, and I put the threshold super low, and that's this. See? No. like this. What I use also is the Voxenball span, that is basically showing you the frequency of your sound. And what you can do is that, for example, you like a kick of a Frenchcore producer a lot. You buy the song and you put it in your software, and you're isolating one kick. And you do what I just do, this, an analysis of the kick. And you see how it looks, how much bass you put into the kick, how much medium and everything. Me, what I like to do is to add a bit more bass. Like we're going to add like at least 3 dB of bass. And the rest is cool for me. So we're going to find the frequency with this of the bass. So I put it at 4, something like that. Let's see what it does here. You see? Still curious how you do all these settings in Fruity Loops. I hate Ableton. I still don't know how it works. Yeah, well, yeah, I had when the first lockdown of COVID arrived, like Ableton did a great thing, is that they changed their demo version from 1 month to 3, and in 3 months you have way more time to see how it works. Well, it's for practicing FL Studio at the beginning. You can't understand neither nothing, but in Fruity Loops. Well, I think you can print your audio with Edison and everything, and for the effect of the compressor and everything, with the normal compressor of FL Studio you can do it. You have also the parametric EQ2 that is doing basically the same thing as this. And Span here, it's not a plugin from Ableton, it's a free plugin that you can find on, well, you can find it on Splice or just in the internet like this on the website of the company, Voxengo. Yeah, well, you know, as I was saying at the beginning, the most important is the result at the end. If you're happy about what you've done at the end, well, any software is good. So here's basically our kick. We're going to print it again, because we like to print stuff here. It's the group second. We're going to remove the loop. And here it is, how our Frenchcore kick looks like. Here it is, perfect. We could try to use more distortion also, like to give an example of what it can do, like if we were doing like a track. Let's edit it fast. Let's produce fast. Hopla. Tac. We use this. No, we use this. Okay, and let's do something like this for the fun. Well, for example, the beginning of a drop could be. This looks so easy. Of course you can, yeah, I make of course. I made also my kicks in Serum. Well, the idea of tonight was to show also that you don't need to spend at the beginning a lot of money to get results that can be cool. Because look, here's the first drop we made it just with free softwares and free plugins. And of course, after, with using this bass, you can definitely involve a new attack, change a bit the bass at the end, change also how it finishes. For example, do something like, do something like this. Là. Here it is. Nexus 3 is also very useful. You can make almost every sound. Well, I never used it Nexus 3, but well, great to know. I will try to make a look one day when I will get some time. And so look, after we made the free version, we're going to try now to add here some paid plugin. that are super amazing also. Here it is. We're going to go to distort. Here it is. Here it is. We're going to play a bit with the distortion and everything. A bit different, eh? Okay. And now also what we can do, it's when we add other effects and everything, yeah, Isotope Trash is fire, really, like, me changed my life. Like, I was dreaming about, I don't know, 1 year before hoping to buy it. And then when I had it, I was like, oh damn, amazing. Here we have more an up-tempo kick, you see? Like, let's make it up-tempo until the end for the fun, like at 250. Well, already. Yeah, GPF, exactly. We're going to, well, let's try to make it even more GPF. You're gonna see. GPF, the thing on their kick is that, well, you have the pip that is super important, but the bass that is after is not so much complex, you know, it's something like this. It's basically like a sine wave that they put some, you know, some distortion after, like some simple. Here we have a GPF sound. And after, well, let's go until the end of the joke. And after, you're gonna see. We're going to print here. We're going to print what we've done. Well, I'm scared with these emojis though. So here is our kick. Amazing kick. What we're going to do, we're going to do the same thing as before. We're going to choose the attack, hopla, to put it here. Something like this. We can make a loop. And look, a little trick to go faster and to change a bit. We're going to use this stuff here. You can add one of your, for example, one old kick that you made. You can add the bass part, for example, this one that I just made last time. You know, something more precise, something like this. And look, if we were doing something like this, for example, also like to play differently, you could do this. You always can use an attack that you made some stuff and make it some change, because look, allez, let's finish with this. Let's make it fully, guys. Well, I hope you, because now we're going half serious on this one. I hope that you like a bit the process of the first one. I will release it in free download with a replay on YouTube of this stream. Well, I will say in Instagram when I do it, because I won't have some time this week. Probably next week I will put it in free download. Now we're gonna make like the final boss of the stuff. You know, we're going to take all the kicks that we have, put it in a huge distortion, and see what we can do with this, basically. And maybe it's going to be a great kick. Maybe. bad at the end. Not so bad, but yeah, the most serious kick is this one. I don't know, what do you think about this kick at the end? Here, as you can see, well, cool stuff that there is on Ableton that we can see here is that you can make fades at the beginning, at the end of the stuff, so you never lose the attack of a kick by a fade that could be created. Because look what I was telling you about. If we remove a beat, we're gonna see after. Let's listen first the kick normally. Okay, now what is going to happen if we forget a bit about the high frequencies on the impact of the attack? Basically, you're gonna have something like this. Can you hear? Do you hear that? Like we lost a bit of impact of the punch of the kick. And here it is. And of course, after you can play with your kick, because when you have one kick like this, you can use the bass that you have here. You make it higher and everything. You put it here and it's done this. Well, of course, it's not the same notes. Basically. But me, I prefer the kick that we made tonight on Vital. So, basically, was the session of tonight. What did you think about it? I hope you liked it. I hope